apalagi based on the our government program. Ya, jadi kita yang harus mengikuti, kita harus yang merubah mindset kita supaya bisa melakukan itu dengan banyak membaca dan banyak melihat referensi yang lain, terutama banyak berlatih melakukan supaya bisa menciptakan itu gitu. Waduh, terlalu panjang introduction-nya. Oke. Miss, I think that's all lah ya. From me, you may directly introduce yourself to them, and then directly also handle the class. Okay, Miss ya? Oke,
Yes,
Tan.
Miss. Well, thank you very much for Miss Nanny. She's one of my favorite lecturer. At the first time, I know her. I can see from her status, from WhatsApp, and also from her explanation that she's one of the favorite lecturers in your campus, right? And also, thank you very much for all the students here. Yeah, adik-adik, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to join your classroom. And I can see that there are 8 meetings already. So I will just continue Miss Nanny's program, especially for your skills, because this class is critical reading. So we will focus on reading, and also, as Miss Nanny said to you all, that you have to master all 4 skills. Not only reading, you also will be demanded to be able to have a good speaking skill that is in the form of presentation. And as she hopes to all of you that you can have a good performance on your presentation. And then also, I will give you a text, and from the text, we are going to learn about how to write the questions from that text. Let me introduce myself. My name's Amalia. I teach at SMPN 2 Sidoarjo. It is junior high school, state school in Sidoarjo. Sidoarjo is near Surabaya. Maybe some of you ever visited Surabaya. It is quite near, like Jakarta to Bekasi, like that. From Sidoarjo to Surabaya is only 15 kilometers. Maybe someday you want to go to Surabaya, you can visit me. Well, I teach English for about 18 years, since 2004, when I graduated from S1 degree. I graduated from Stiba Surabaya, and then I continued my study to STKIP Sidoarjo, and also I joined UHN for 2 years. Last year I joined Miss Yesi Octavia's class, that is paragraph writing, and for this year, luckily I get Miss Nanny to be the lecturer, and I'm very happy and I'm glad to join this class. Well, I hope this class is very active. Miss Nanny last night told me that this class is really active. This class is really disciplined, and I'm proud of you all. Okay. First of all, I'd like to tell you about the output of our meetings. There are 6 here. eight meetings. There are 8 meetings, and there will be 12 hours for us to practice. As we know, when you are what is that? Someday you are becoming a teacher. You will face the real situation when you want to teach reading, right? When you want to teach reading to your students. That is my experience when I first time became a teacher in junior high school. I what is that? For final test, for mid test, and it is always reading, right? Always reading. All the assessments mostly in reading, but I also take English speaking skill that is from daily activities or daily meetings. So for reading, for especially critical reading, you will be asked to make some questions. That what I ever experienced when I registered to Kemendikbud as one of the writer for UNBK. Do you know UNBK? Yeah. UNBK is ujian nasional berbasis komputer, that is for ujian sekolah or school test, and also national test, and Puspendik. Do you know Puspendik? Pusat? What is Puspendik? Pusat penilaian? Yes. Anybody knows about Puspendik? You will browse from your cell phone. Okay. Now it is changing. Not Puspendik, but it is now as Pusat Assessment Nasional. They always have what do we call it? Problems. Yeah, they always have the bank of problems. Yeah, banks of questions, and the teachers are the contributors of that bank. That's why at that time I try to join the the test to be the writer of Kemendikbud. And what is that? There is a skill in being a teacher. So I hope all the students here someday, not only being a common teacher, you must be a great teacher who always try to improve your skills. Yeah, reading is one of the most important skills because today there is literacy and numeracy. There are two main problems in Indonesia: literacy and numeracy. Now, you will try to make the text, you will try to take the text, and you will try to develop the questions. Yeah. Let me share screen. I will try to share what I've got. This is based on my experience. Yeah. Maybe if you want to introduce yourself, it's okay. You can use this link. I will send to WhatsApp group or to chat group. Yeah. You can tell about yourself here. I want to know you. You can write your name, your age, your gender, and the year you enter to this campus. Yeah, UHN. And then what's your dream? What's your motivation for taking English education? And don't forget, add your photo. Okay, name, age, gender, the year you enter, or maybe your NIM. Yeah, NIM or nomor induk mahasiswa. Ya, or NIRM, nomor induk register mahasiswa. Yeah, something like that. And then your dream. What's your dream? And then your motivation, why you take English education or English department, okay? That's for introduction. And then the question, okay? What do you know about critical reading? Who would like to have a presentation? You can raise your hand. What do you know about critical reading? Okay. What do you know about critical reading? You can raise your hand or you can speak directly by opening your microphone. What do you know about critical reading? Just one question or just one sentence. Yeah, I ask you one question, you can answer just one word or one sentence or one paragraph, it's okay, okay? Well, who would like to explain about critical reading? If you are still thinking, so I will continue. Question 2. Question 2, give your opinion. Okay, why critical reading is important in learning English? Okay, why is it important? Number 1, what do you know about critical reading? Number 2, what's your opinion? Okay, give your opinion. Why is it important? Maybe you can answer later or right now, it's okay. Just 2 questions. Now it's time for us to have a class agreement. Number 1, active in class meeting. Agree or disagree? You must agree. Okay. Number 2, be responsible in class. Okay. All students are responsible in class. I'm sure about this. I'm sure that you agree. Number 3, collecting your assignments for presentation a day before class meeting. Already, I was getting information from Ms. Nanny that all the students here are diligent. I'm sure about that. Okay, now how to implement the critical reading in teaching English for students. As you know that there are lots of methods, a lot of strategies that you can search, you can implement to the students, and you can find the most efficient method, okay? Well, we start from here. What is critical reading? We start from here, okay? Critical reading means that a reader applies certain processes, models, questions, and theories that result in enhanced clarity and comprehension. There is more involved, both in effort and understanding in a critical reading than in a mere skimming of the text. And we aim to present a view of reading as a social, critical, and interpretative process rather than as a skill or set of skills. Okay, this is what our lecturer told before, that you must be able to create, okay, to produce not only the text itself, but also as a social or a critical process. Next, let's learn the 2 types of critical reading questions. This is the most common questions, okay? The most common questions that you always find in the text, that you always find in the TOEFL test, that you always find in the critical reading text. Okay, multiple choice, of course. Okay, multiple choice. Actually, from Kemendikbud, there are 4 kinds of questions, not only 2, okay? But we will learn one by one. We will learn step by step. So we start from our basic, that is from critical reading question, because our basic knowledge is English. So we will start from here. We will start from critical reading questions. For critical reading questions, actually from Kemendikbud, that is called as AKM, yeah, AKM, Assessment Competency Minimum. This is as the, what do we call it? There's a changing of the system in Indonesia. In the past, we have Ujian Nasional, UN, right? But today, there is no UN anymore. All the students must have a good skill in reading. So there are 4 kinds of AKM question. Number 1, the questions like this, multiple choice. And then number 2, there is a question, true or false, right? True or false. And then number 3, after true or false, there is question matching, yeah, matching from column A to column B, and etc. That is called as matching. Maybe from the picture to the statement, that is the simple matching. There is matching, there is true or false, there is, what is that? Multiple choice. You have to choose A, B, C, D until E now. And then the last is essay. Those are the questions that we have from AKM questions. As the teachers, you must be able to read critically and then produce your questions. So we start from here, from critical reading questions. Number one, it is sentence completion questions. Sentence completion questions ask you to fill in the blanks. Your job is to find the word or phrase that best completes the sentence meaning. So your job is to find the word, can be a word, or a phrase, can be a phrase that best completes the sentence meaning. This is type number 1. Type number 1, sentence completion questions. This is the example. Direction. Choose the word or set of words that, when inserted in the sentence, best fits the meaning of the sentence as a whole. Even though it is completion, you give the option, okay, like this. Brown, this biography suggests, was an, look at this, an, you give an, so the options must be homogen, I, O, I'm sorry, I, O, U, I, U, must be vowel letters, okay, because there is an. Now, that's why you must be careful in choosing the multiple choice. You must be careful in choosing the correct the diction or the words to be chosen. Even it is wrong, you must be careful in this, okay? Was an blah 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 employer. Giving generous bonuses one day, ordering pay cuts the next. Okay, like this. This is called as completion. If you insert the different answer choices in a sentence, C, by definition, makes the most sense. Someone who gives bonuses one day and order pay cuts the next clearly is unpredictable. No one can tell what he's going to do next. That's how you will make the question. Okay. Next, type number 2. Type number 2 of critical reading questions. Passage-based reading questions. Passage-based reading questions ask about a passage main idea or specific details. The author's attitude to the subject. This is called as social interaction. Yeah, you have to make the questions using this idea, the main idea, specific details, the author's attitude to the subject, the author's logic and techniques, and the implication of the discussion or the meaning of specific words. Here is the example. Directions. The passage below is followed by questions based on its content. And then answer the questions on the basis of what is stated or implied in that passage. Certain qualities, this is the text, okay? Blah, blah, blah. Certain qualities common to the sonnet should be noted. Its definite restriction make it a challenge to the blah, blah, blah. And then you can give line 5. So the readers or the students can find it easier to know which phrase, which sentence you mean. You can give 10. It means that line 10, okay? And then the author's primary purpose is to contrast, criticize, describe, explain, encourage. Look at the options. Look at this, homogen, yeah? The same. What part of speech is it? Verb, yeah? A, contrast, it is a verb. Criticize, it is the verb. Describe, verb. Explain, verb. Encourage, verb. You don't need to repeat. There is no repetition in your answer. Like this, for example, the author's primary purpose is blah, blah, blah. To contrast, to criticize, to describe. No, you just delete 2 and then put 2 here in the question. And then the options of your multiple choice, just directly to the verb. Okay, got it? Number 1, the author's primary purpose is to. So you cannot find directly the answer from the text. You have to think critically. This is called as the questions from critical reading text. Okay. The author's primary purpose. Yeah. You can imitate. You can ATM, amati tiru modifikasi. Yeah. You can do like that for the questions here. The author's primary purpose is to blah, blah, blah. And then you change the text. You have different text, but you have the same answer. Meanwhile, the options, of course, based on the text that you give to the students. Next, this is the explanation. The first question asks you to find the author's main idea. In the opening, the author says certain qualities. And he goes on to tell you which of these qualities deserve your attention. Then he describes certain of the sonnet's quality. The correct answer is C. You can eliminate the other answer with is. This is the explanation, yeah? So what Miss Nanny wants you to do, you must be able to make the questions, and then you must be able to explain which option is correct, which answer is correct. And also, you must be able to present the result, the reason, okay, the result of your thought and the reason why the correct answer is C, for example, yeah, why the correct answer is D, okay. In the next meeting, I'm sure that you will practice making the questions, and then you will present why the options are blah, 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 A, B, C until E, and then why the correct answer is C, for example, here. Why the correct answer is B. You present it. The first question asks you to, you can do like this, yeah? You can explain to the class like this. The first question asks you to find the author's main idea. You can try to do like this, and you present it to your friends in front of the class. Got it? Next, question number 2. Yeah, question number 2. If you get confused, you just copy and paste the motive of the question in line blah blah blah. You can change this. Okay, you can change the line, and then you can change the, what is it? The word, the term that you choose from the text, and then most nearly means. So you can use this in line blah 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 most nearly means. Get it? Just do like that. And then you find afford, initiate, or exaggerate, or are able to pay, or change, or provide. Remember, home again, yeah, the same part of speech. What is that? Afford is verb. So the options must be also in verbs, yeah. The parts of speech must be in verb. Afford, verb. Initiate, verb. Exaggerate, verb. Are able, auxiliary verb. It's okay, the same, yeah. And then change, verb. Provide, verb. Do like this. Then question, don't forget this. The reason, yeah. You often do and present the reason why, the option A, B, C. The second question asks you to figure out a word's meaning from its context. The rhyme patterns have a pleasant effect on the ear of the listener. Indeed, they provide or afford this effect. The correct answer is E. Okay. You must explain why the correct answer is E. Afford means provide. Why? This is the reason. The second question asks you, you explain first. What is the question? Explain more. And then the rhyme patterns, this is the explanation why you choose E, why the correct answer is E. Yeah. And then number 3, the author's attitude toward the sonnet form can be best described as blah blah blah. You can use the same question, yeah. Just change this. The author's attitude toward blah blah blah. You change the sonnet, yeah. You change the sonnet with the term that you find from another text, yeah. And then describe, just follow the motive, just follow the pattern, yeah. Just follow the pattern that is given from the, from what? From the text here, from the example here. The author's attitude, amused, grudging, strong disapproval. This is the same, what is that? Part of speech called as noun. Attitude, toleration, admiration, disapprobation, enthusiasm, appreciation. And then you add, what is it? Adjective. Okay, adjective and then noun. Adjective, noun, adjective, noun. You must have the same pattern, the same part of speech. Remember, when you are making the option A, B, C, D, E, you must have the same part of speech. Toleration is noun, admiration is noun. So you must have the same part of speech. If noun, all the options are noun. In number two, verb So all the options are for number one. The options one is adjective. So all the adjective, okay? You must have the same pattern. That is called as homogen. What is that? Homogen, yeah, homogen. You must have the same pattern, the same part of speech for the options. Even it is wrong, okay? Even the option is wrong, you must have the same pattern, the same part of speech. Get it? Here is the explanation. You must be able to explain why. The third question asks you to determine how the author feels about his subject. All the authors, blah, 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 you must explain it, okay? The only answer that reflects this attitude is scholarly appreciation. The attitude toward this is the topic, okay? The topic here is about the sonnet, so you change with the sonnet. If the topic is about technology, the author's attitude toward the technology can be best described as, okay? You just change this this term, yeah? Depends on your text. Depends on the text that will be given to you. We just practice. Please read Captain of the Class. Where is Captain of the Class? I want to know you. Who is the Captain of the Class? Agnes, are you the Captain of the Class? Berto?
Yes, Miss.
Who is the Captain? Agnes, yeah. Agnes is the Captain of the class? Please you read, Agnes. I will share screen again. Can you read the text, Agnes?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, okay. Please you read.
How did the term come to mean unsolicited commercial email? Flashback to 1937, when Homer would create a new line called Ham Spam. Then in World War II, spam luncheon meat becomes a staple of soldiers' diets, or often GIs ate spam 2 or 3 times a day. Next, spam's wartime omnipresence perhaps inspired the 1987 Monty Python skit in which a breakfast seeking couple unsuccessfully tries to order a spam-free. Meanwhile, a chorus of Vikings drums them out, singing spam, 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 spam. The computer users drowning in junk email. The analogy was obvious. Spam, they said, it's spam.
Okay, number one.
I will wait for question number 1.
Yeah, go on, go on.
The tone of the passage can best be characterized as A, nostalgic, B, sardonic, C, detached, D, chatty, E, didactic.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much, Agnes. Well, look at this. Look at the pattern here. The tone of the passage can best be characterized as, look at this, nostalgic, sardonic, detached. What part of speech is it, Agnes? Nostalgic, sardonic. Is it verb? Is it noun? Is it adjective? What? Or what? Come on.
Okay, I will type the answer. Maybe nostalgic is adjective.
Yeah. So you must have the same pattern, yeah, the same part of speech for the options. Adjective, 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 adjective. Okay, remember that you must have the same pattern, the same part of speech to be chosen. This is good question. Okay. Next. Oh, so how about the answer? You will answer maybe in the next meeting because I'm afraid that the time is too limited. Yeah. So who will be the next? Who would like to read number 2? After a girl, now female, now male. Okay, Berto, you look so ready to read. Berto Paulus, come on, Berto. I want to hear your voice.
Okay, ma'am. Number 2, the parenthetic remark in line 6 and 7. Often they serve as primary to A, establish the soldiers' footnotes for spam. B, provide evidence of spam's abundancy. C, refute criticisms of wartime food shortage.
I'm sorry. Go on, go on.
Yang mana?
Okay. Go on, Berto. I'm sorry.
C, refute criticisms of wartime food shortage. D, illustrate the need of for dietary supplements. E, point out the difference between military and civilian diet.
Well, there are 2 questions. How about answering this on the pattern that I give to you? Okay. Because I want to give you this practice 2. Yeah. Practice 2. You will make questions based on the text given. You will make the text based on the text given. It's a short text. I will share to you and I will send to WhatsApp group, or maybe you want to what is that? Screenshot. Yeah, I will copy paste and then send to your WhatsApp group. Reading. Here it is. Just a short text, only 1 paragraph for warming up. And for next week, I will send another text because our goal is producing a collection of AKM book, okay? A collection of AKM problems, AKM, and I'm sure that it is, what is that? Bestseller, yeah. I'm sure that it will be the bestseller because all the teachers look for AKM problems. For this week, you just make the question, the 2 types of critical reading questions. But here it is. But not 2 questions, even though there are 2 types of questions. Okay. For the first type, 1 question, no problem. But for the second type of question, you will make 3 questions. The author's attitude toward the blah blah blah, and then the vocabulary in line blah blah blah. The term, you take the term and then the synonym, yeah. And then the primary purpose of the text or the main idea of the text. That's what we are learning today. That's what we are making today. Well, just a minute. Have you opened your WhatsApp group? Or I sent to this chat room, yeah. I will send the text. Can you find it? Can you read it? Can you read the text that I give to you? How does an artist train his eyes? You can read first. Who would like to read? Okay. Done. Okay. It's sent already in the meeting chat. Okay, who would like to read the text? Female, male. Now female again. Who? How about Nova? Nova, are you there? Oh, Johanna. Johanna, beautiful girl. Come on, Johanna. Please, you read the text. Can you read in the meeting chat? Okay, please. It's your turn.
Okay.
Can you find the text, Johanna? I have sent to WhatsApp group and I also sent it to meeting chat. And I want you to read and I want you to make the questions, okay? The two types of critical text, especially for multiple choice, okay? You start, Johanna.
Okay, Miss. How does an artist train his eye? First, said Leonardo da Vinci, learn perspective, then draw from nature. The self-taught line 18th century painter George Stubbs followed Leonardo's advice. Like Leonardo, he studied anatomy, but unlike Leonardo, instead of studying human anatomy, he studied the anatomy of the horse. He dissected carcass after carcass, peeling away the 5 separate layers of muscles, removing the organs, bearing the veins and arteries and nerves. For 18 long months, he recorded his observation, and when he was done, he could paint horses muscle by muscle, as they had been painted before. 3D design work for someone self-taught.
All right. That is what is that? Surprising experience, yeah. From Leonardo da Vinci. That's why he can make an excellent draw, an excellent painting because of his experience. Well, you can make the questions. Wait, I will give you another text. What if, how many students here? 25. 25. Without Miss Nanny and me, 22 students. Yeah, 22 students. What if I give the text and then you will make, what is that? The questions, yeah, you will make the questions and then you will present in front of the class, of course, with good speaking, with good pronunciation, as your lecturer wants you to have good skill in your presentation. And I think it's a very good program. Yeah, I'm sure that all the students here have a speaking skill, have the best speaking skill because of your reading class. Wow, amazing. Wait, I will give you, how about 24? How about 12? 12 texts. and you will make one student. There are five or four. Yeah, 3 and 1. 3 and 1. 4. 4 times 4 times students, the amount of the students in this class. Okay, I will give you the text and you will develop your questions. I want you to develop your questions. Just a minute. I will show you how you can take the text. Yeah. You can take the text from BBC, for example, BBC, okay, or National Geographic, okay, and then you can take from Jakarta Post, maybe. You can take from here. This is called as authentic text, yeah, because this is the real text that you find every day, that you read every day. You can take about sports or about or National Geographic, yeah. It will be interesting for you. When you're successful in making the text, you will be a good content maker. Just take one of the texts that you are interested in. Everyone wants to buy a Savannah cat, but should they? This is about animals, okay? I will give you this. I will put it in the chat group, yeah, in the chat room. Or to WhatsApp group, yeah. Text 1. It will be interesting. If you find a text that you are interested, this is about animals, okay, about cat. Or from Jakarta Post, yeah, today's paper, Jakarta Post. You can take about politics if you are interested in politics. You can take about sports, yeah. Goal for Indonesia would be you just take from the authentic text, but your task is making the question based on the text that you want to present it. This one. Too short. We will find the medium one. New Zealand. About what? Thailand. You can take one of the news from here, okay? About geological wonder, about traveling, yeah? You can take from here. Or we just decide right now the text that you want, the text that you will make the questions. If you have the difficulty in taking the text, just pass from here. 1, 2, 3. The first paragraph is too short, so we will change into the longer one in order to be able to develop your questions. Because if the text is too short, I'm afraid that you will get difficulty in developing your questions. This is about geographic condition. Now about, what is it? About economics, yeah, maybe about traveling. You just take the text, India. You can take one of the text here, yeah, from BBC. And then oil giant settles decade. Let's take it. Oh my God. Now you can take this. You can take, oh yes, I have to remind you about choosing the text here, choosing the text. I forget to explain to you all. Wait. This is really important for you. I want to explain about the text that you have to be careful in choosing, especially when it is used for national tests, when it is used for national assessment. What is that? What is that? About the differences between one another, just like when we are in Bali. Whoever visited Bali? Whoever visited Bali here? If you ever visited Bali, it is forbidden to eat cow, to eat beef, okay? So don't use, for example, you are going to make the text of procedure text, ya. Kalian mau membuat teks prosedur, ya. One of the ingredients is beef, ya. Salah satu bahannya adalah apa? Daging sapi misalnya, beef. Nah, this text cannot be used nationally. Why? Because not all the people are okay to eat it, yeah. Especially in Bali, they are forbidden to eat beef, okay. Nah, itu. In Java, it's okay. How to make rawon? Do you know rawon? Do you know rawon? Rawon itu black soup, ya. Black soup itu kan bahannya dari beef, okay. One of the ingredients is beef. Itu tidak bisa digunakan di dalam teks ujian nasional, ya, the assessment nationally. Kenapa? Karena orang-orang yang di Bali itu bisa tersinggung dengan teks tersebut, ya. So we must be careful in choosing the text, and we must consider first before using this text for national use. Itu jenis-jenis teks. Jadi, if you want to choose the text, you can take about art. You can take about sports. You can take about, what is it? You can take about cat. Yeah, cat. No problem, because all the people have a pet, have a cat as a pet. And also about traveling. Traveling is neutral. And then animal is neutral. Sometimes if we eat it, it is not neutral. This one, ExxonMobil, for example. Villagers, no problem. And then about human rights, it's okay. So the text must be universal. That's what the term that I want to tell you. Yeah, the text must be universal. Universal text. Well, I will give you the text later. I will send you in the form of PDF, and then you will make the questions, and you will present the text, and you will present your questions, your original questions based on the pattern that I give to you. What else? Oh yeah, the options. I will show you again the options. Look at this. The options almost the same. The length of the option is almost the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 letters. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is okay. Yeah. Like this. Not too long, not too short. Do not make the option A 10 letters, and then E maybe 2 words or longer from here. Maybe 20 letters long, and then this is too short. No, okay. Must be like this. Beda dikit-dikit nggak apa-apa ya. There's a different 1 or 3 letters, no problem, like this. But do not too long, and another option is too short. Yeah, must be like this. And then there should be, what is it? In here, you can change the option B into A, and then for like the ladder ya, seperti tangga itu. Pendek kemudian memanjang, atau panjang menjadi pendek, it's okay ya. Nanti diurutkan lagi. We have to arrange the options. And you give the reason why you chose that. Any questions? Any questions so far? If you have questions, you can write in the chat room if you feel shy to ask directly. Boleh ditulis ya adik-adik ya di chat room. Write your questions here if you want to ask, okay? If you have questions. Ya, ada yang mau tanya? Do you have questions? Or you get confused? Or already understood what I mean? Oh yeah, I have to remind you that the text must be authentic. The text must be what is that? Using height level, yeah. Hot, height order thinking skill, yeah. Height order thinking or critical reading text, ya. Nanti saya kirimkan PDF-nya, ya. I will send to you the PDF that become the text that you will use. And I want you to learn more for the questions that we will make. I want to show you about the questions or AKM questions, yeah. AKM questions. After multiple choice, you will have matching, yeah, matching. Matching is from the text, yeah, you take it from the text. I will show you, or true, false. I will show you first. Here it is. I will show you. This kind of text is called as a schedule, yeah. You can make your own text, or you can take the authentic text from the internet. This text is about local content writing competition. This is called a schedule. Yeah? There is time and there is event. After given the text, there is multiple choice, A, B, C, D. Yeah, look at the length of the options. Yeah, and then this one, true, false. Yeah, true, false. True or false, true or false. The information, and then is it true? Is it false? Why is it false? Nah, this is the kind of questions that that is developed by Kemendikbud, yeah. Kinds of the questions that is developed by Kemendikbud. Oh, not shared yet. I'm sorry. Now I will show you another example. Yeah, another example of questions AKM. Yes, soal AKM. This true or false, and then multiple choice. Can you see it? Udah nampak ya? Belum? Nah, this one. This is a simple text, yeah. This is a simple text. The teacher's purpose to send blah, blah, blah is to A, make, elaborate, give, describe, must be the same part of speech, yeah. Verb, 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 verb. To make, to elaborate, to give information, to describe, and to tell, yeah. What will they probably do? Make, have, listen, decorate. And then when did, nah, this is also homogen, ya. Juga homogen ya adik-adik ya. Ini apanya? Apanya? Waktunya, morning, afternoon, evening, midnight, night. Ini menandakan waktu ya. Jadi adverb semua gitu. Jangan dicampur misalnya morning, terus di sini tomorrow, jangan ya. Jadi harus seperti ini. Itu harus homogen ya. Kemudian true or false, ada yang bentuknya seperti ini, kotak ya. Winnie and Shinta are students of blah blah blah, and then you just write true or false, atau dibuat seperti tabel tadi ya. Itu questions untuk AKM ya adik-adik. You learn any kinds of questions, and then there is matching, yeah, matching. Matching can be If it is for elementary school can be picture to word. If for junior high school, sentence to adjective, ya. This is matching, ya. Tinggal menjodohkan. Nah, itu matching. Kemudian true false, matching, multiple choice, kemudian essay. Like this. Who is the receiver? Who is the writer? What is the purpose? Why do you think the writer asked the submission? Height order thinking skill involves why and how. Ya, adik-adik nanti kalau membuat itu jangan lupa setelah what, when, where, who itu ada pertanyaan why sama how. Ya, bagaimana dengan bla bla bla. Mengapa, why. Itu. Kemudian untuk yang numerasi, ya tadi there is literacy, there is numeracy. Nah, ini even it is a simple text like this. Could you please help me shop? We are going to make mug cake when I arrive home. Here's what you need to buy. Eggs ½ kilogram, sugar 1 kilogram. This is called as numeracy. Ya. Melibatkan angka. There is numeracy in your text. Butter 1 pack, coconut 1 piece. Use the money in my wallet in the dresser. Thank you. Yes, mom. I'll go shopping. Ini jenis teksnya apa? Short message. Ya, pesan singkat. Tapi it involves numeracy. Ada angkanya. Egg ½ kilogram means 500 grams. Yeah, all students must know this. Sugar 1 kilogram. Which one? Okay, this is for elementary school, no problem. But if you have higher education, you develop it more complicated. Yeah, and then flour. 3/4 kilogram means 750 grams. Okay, butter 200 gram. This is matching. Okay, matching. Itu jenisnya ada yang matching, menjodohkan, ya. And then there is ABCDE. Kalian sudah berlatih itu ya, 8 pertemuan ya, 8 meetings, ABCDE. Nah, coba kalian nanti develop more text using numeracy, literacy, matching, kemudian apa tadi? Essay, ya. True false, ditambah true false, ya. Betul atau salah, true or false. Itu that I can give to you. So, do you have questions so far? Ada yang mau ditanyakan? Any questions so far? I'm sure that you can develop your knowledge, you can develop your skills, especially in creating questions. Itu nanti sepertinya Miss Neni pengen sekali adik-adik ini bisa, ya, adik-adik bisa menerbitkan sebuah buku kumpulan AKM. And then what else? She wants you to make literary appreciation, ya. It can be in Sinta 5 or Sinta 6 or Sinta 4, itu free of charge, ya. Free of charge. You can use some websites, yeah, especially from the campus. I ever published, and it is free of charge. And sometimes you get money, yeah. That's what Miss Nanny told me last night, that I hope all the students here can create and make product, yeah. If you have what is that? If you have a good presentation in literary work and how to appreciate it and analyze it based on your critical reading, you can publish into Sinta. Yeah, you can publish it into Sinta. Can be in group, but if it is difficult, yeah, if it is difficult, you can be in group. You can create your product, yeah, the product of your critical reading in group, can be 2 students, yeah. But if it is possible, 1 student, 1 product, yeah. If there are 30 students in this class, so there are 30 Sinta publication, and it will improve the accreditation of our campus, yeah. The accreditation will be improving if we have more publication. And then if it is possible, I'm sure it's possible, yeah. Our output making the AKM books, yeah, AKM books, and it contains some text and it contains some questions. One text can be for 4 questions, yeah, 4 questions, multiple choice. And then for next week, I will teach you how to create matching, yeah, matching problems, and then true false problems and essay problem. And for this week, next week, yeah, next week, I want that all the students present, yeah, present without mentioning your name. You just raise your hand and present it, okay? You just present it. You can make it in the form of PPT, or you can stand up in front of the class and speak directly to, you can speak directly to the audience, okay? Any questions? Any questions for this? Maybe you get confused with what you will make. Number 1, you will make what? You will make quick questions. I give you the text and you will make the questions, okay? The 2 types of questions. The 2 types of questions. Question number 1, as I explained to you before, what is it? The sentence completion questions, okay? Only 1 question. Only 1 question. And then the second type, or type 2 of critical reading question, passage-based reading question. So from the passage, you make your questions. It can be the main idea. It can be the author's logic. It can be the author's attitude to the subject of the text. Yeah, depends on the text. And then the techniques, and then the implication of the discussion, and then the meaning of specific words, but not meaning from English to Indonesian. No, but English to English. In line, blah, blah, blah. Just like the example that I have given to you. In line, blah, blah, blah. The word or the term, blah, blah, blah. You take one of the term from the text, and then best described as, so you have the synonym, yeah? The meaning means the synonym of the term that you take, okay? The specific word from the text. Any question? Is it clear for you? just two types of question, but for questions, one question from completion, and then the 3 questions from passage-based reading question. So for questions, I think it's possible, and you must have different questions, yeah, one another. This student have what is that? About the main topic and then the main idea of paragraph, blah, blah, blah. You must have different question. If it is coincidentally the same question, you must change, okay? You must change your question directly. So the first who present in front of the class will use the question. When your friends are presenting, you must listen to them and you must know whether you have the same question or not. But if you have the same question as the previous presenter, you must change directly, okay? That's why you must prepare. You must prepare your question more than 4, okay? In order to avoid the same question. Minimum in one meeting, there are 60 questions, minimum, but maximum can be unlimited. Yeah, I never limit my students' ability, but minimum, yes, I will limit your limitation, limited, but if it is maximum, unlimited, okay? Any question? If you ask me, how many questions? How about 10 questions? It's okay, why not? I never limit my students' ability. You want to make 20 questions from one text? Okay, why not? Just make it. But don't forget to present and explain why the answer is C, why the answer is D. Okay? And also, don't use the same option from number 1 to number 4. You have the same answer, D, D, D. No, okay? Question number 1, you put the correct answer in A. Question number 2, you put the correct answer in D. Okay, must be, you must spread it over, yeah? Spread it from A, B, C, and balance, yeah? Don't put all the correct answer in E. No, okay? Your questions, your answer must be unpredictable, okay? Don't let your student know and predict your option, okay? Any question? Who would like to ask question? You can raise your hand and ask the question. Maybe you get confused about your task for next week. I will give you the text in PDF, and then you will create your questions. I will send the PPT today to the group, yeah. So you can learn. And then I will send you, what is that? A PDF for you to develop, yeah, to present for next week, yeah. Here it is. I'm afraid that it is too long, so I will separate it into another text, yeah. So, well, if you okay, Wait. Okay, here it says the PPT. Yeah. I sent the PPT so you can learn. So you can learn little by little. You can understand later after the class. If you get confused, you can chat me. Yeah. You can ask me and I will be ready to answer your questions. Here it is. It's sent. Yeah, critical reading in your WhatsApp group. You can read it first, little by little, and then you learn about the 2 types. Yeah, type 1, 1 question. Type 2, 3 questions. Minimum 4 questions. 1 student, minimum 4 questions. And then you will present it in front of the class for next week. Okay. No question? If no question, you can open your camera and we will take photo. And after taking photo, maybe Miss Nani would like to give you information about the lecture. Okay, open your camera, please. And don't forget to smile. Atika, oh, long. Atika, Rasa, Jonah. Okay, nice. Nova, oh, beautiful. Fanny, Grace, Sadrak, Abednego Purba. Oh, what a good name. Winda, Resa, Catherine, Filmin, Johanna, Agnes, Berto. Already opened the camera. So far, Aktri, Fanny, Jerin, May Siringo, and then Sriana, Rumondang. Okay, I can see your face. Thank you very much for opening. 1, 2, 3, smile. I sent to the group. Okay. It's time for Miss Nanny to give you information. The time is yours, Miss Nanny. Thank you very much. Miss Nanny is still having a meeting, yeah. She's busy. It's okay. It's okay. I'm afraid that I bother her. Miss Nanny, done? Maybe Miss Nanny would like to give something, would like to say something to the students before leaving the class.
Enough lah, Miss. I think no, I have just you have informed them about our meeting for next week. Hello. Kok loading nih? Hello. Miss Amalia ini apa? Loading mungkin jaringannya ya? Coba deh, Miss itu bagus nggak ini jaringannya? Coba panggil dulu Miss itu. Kalau memang nggak ada, sudah dijelaskan sama kalian the next meeting. Sudah. Apa
Miss,
yang harus kalian
ya.
baca? Iya Miss, mungkin jaringannya ini yang nggak stabil ya Miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have informed them about the next meeting topic.
Yes. I will send the PDF to the group after the class, Miss.
For the material for the next week, yeah.
Yeah, Miss.
Okay. So they must do it at home, and then for the next meeting, they directly do activity about this topic, right?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. If no more, it's okay. May close the class. Maybe by praying. But you have take the picture about our meeting already for you.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. If already it's okay. Commenting, yeah, please handle the class for closing the class. Come on.
Okay, guys. Miss, before we close our study today, let's pray. Thanks God for blessing us until today, and now God, we have studied our critical reading lesson. Please bless us, God, so that we can receive the lesson from our lecture well. And God, now we will go home, and please bless us in our journey so that we can arrive at our home safely. So many things that we have to do, God, please forgive us. And in the name of Jesus, we say thanks. Amen.
Okay, thank you, Johanna. Thank you, all the students. Thank you, Miss Amalia,
Yes,
for
Miss.
joining the class
Anytime.
this today. Next week, just do our best for the next meeting, for the next topic. So, yeah, I think that's all, yeah. Okay, see
Yes,
you for the
Miss.
next
Thank you very
meeting.
much.
See you and bye.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.